go straight to the front pages of the papers. And we'll start off with the very first one because it's the first. That's why it's called First News. I'm just kidding. But it's First News. That's the first paper that we will be talking on this morning.
And the first news this morning talks about banditry concerns as Kebbi deputy governor narrowly escapes death. That's what it's saying here. 19 security agents killed in his convoy. This is from the source. Reps angry, demand urgent reinforcement. Okay. Right now, it seems to be biting the major stakeholders in the country. So I'm sure something will be done eventually. You can also see this story here. Just above that header, Senate turns down Buhari's request to amend Electoral Act. There's more details from the first news this morning. And in Bayelsa, Dixon, Diri bag Ataba Kingdom's chieftaincy titles. Okay, and that's a good one. India overtakes Nigeria as world's poverty capital. Well, is that something really good for us to have this morning? You can get more details from the first news. And the last one in first news this morning, police DIG Ebunike dies as inspector slumps to death at grandmother's burial. Whew, such sad news this morning from first news in Nigeria.
Well, away from the first news in Nigeria, let's go straight to the Daily Nation in Kenya. That front page there says the Beast of Forest Road. The Beast of Forest Road. Now, what's that all about? Well, it talks about Zachary Nyaoga Obadia, the border operator who has been identified by police as the mastermind of a gang that sexually harasses Zimbabwean diplomats, leading to a nationwide crackdown on the sector, and was on the run last evening as detectives intensified his manhunt, deploying teams across the city and to his rural home in Kisii. Well, he's a father of two. He also ran small smokies and boiled egg business at Hazina in the city from where he plied his trade. Police say it's just a matter of time before they smoke him out. So there you find him. They call him the Beast of Forest Road. He definitely is the Beast of Forest Road because he's tormented a lot of people and he is actually on the run. Let's take a look at another story, this time still on the Daily Nation. It makes it's make or break talks for Kalonzo. That's another one you could find inside of the Daily Nation. Make sure you get that story and read up. It's quite interesting. Agangwa comes calling. Yes, another one. And we're talking about diplomacy. Another story you should check out inside of the Daily Nation. I'm not going to miss this one this time. Talking about what you find at the top over there. It says KCPE results to be out in 2 weeks, says Magoa. Marking began on Monday with only 3 cheating cases reported in tests. So the cheating cases are indeed reducing. So you could actually wait for the results. If you are in Zimbabwe, you might also want to take things easy as well. But in the meantime, that's all we could take right here, the front page of Daily Nation.
From the Daily Nation, let's head on to the Daily Monitor in Uganda this morning. Now you can see in Uganda here, fresh row brews over NSSF midterm money. Now, just a few days ago, we took this story about how a lot of people came out to lay claims to the 20% midterm money that was being given to citizens. But right now, there seems to be a little bit of a fight or an argument of some sort. But you can go to the page 2 for more details on this. Now, you can see under that story, their petition. This is from ex-workers lawmaker Sam, who is coming out and is talking tough. But the government tells him to reread the law or push for its amendment. What's this all about? Go to page 6 of the Daily Monitor. Now, this picture here, well, infographic, if you might say. Difficult times. Prices of groceries shoot through the roof. You can see the different food items from soap to beans to cooking oil to rice, meat, onions, tomatoes, even fish. A lot of food items in Uganda. The prices have gone up the roof, and it's not just in Uganda, it's also happening in Nigeria, other African countries, and even the world at large. Well, more details you can get concerning this infographic from the Daily Monitor. On page 8, Museveni renews direct power transfer to industries directive. That's on page 8. And on page 3, government proposes 1-year jail term for spitting in public. If you spit in public, you will be most likely qualify or eligible for a 1-year jail term, but that hasn't been put to bill yet. It's just a proposal, and you can get more details from page 3. And also on page 3, man given genetically modified pig's heart. Man given genetically modified pig heart has died. That's what it's saying here this morning. And on the right hand side of the upper part of the Daily Monitor, the left, let me start from the left, and Ukraine crisis, the West turned its back on us says Russia's Putin on page 22 and page 28. He showed up in my time of need.
That's
okay.
a love story, right?
Mm-hmm.
It really showed up at a time of need. Okay, so let's move away from the Daily Monitor now and let's show up with the Punch. The front page of the Punch there says Buni's lawyers, rebels colluded to procure judgment stopping convention. Buni's lawyers, rebels colluded to procure judgment stopping convention, according to El Rufai. Buhari, 19 governors behind Buni's removal, support Bello as new chair, according to Kaduna government. Buni refused to implement Reconciliation Committee's recommendation, alleges El Rufai. And one more point, APC governor stabbing sick Buni in the back, alleges caretaker secretary, the one known as Akpanu Edehe. All right, and so you have that story, insight, especially if you want to know what's going on in the APC. Go get that story and read up. Petrol tanker explodes, Lagos filling station, building burnt, many homeless. What a sad situation. That happened yesterday, and it was definitely all over the place. And News Central was there to also let you in on what and how possibly that took place. But soldier detained for refusing to fight Boko Haram. 3 bandits escaped from Kogi detention. That's another story to find on page 7. IG mourns as Deputy Inspector General slumps dies in Abuja. Also, you can read that in page 8. That's on page 8. 9 killed, many injured in Edo, Ogun. Road crashes, page 4 has that story. Another sad one, tragedy, by the way. We have so much tragedies going on. Quite sad. Electoral bill, Malami Amechi barred from primaries. Senate rejects Buhari's request. And that's an update from what we brought to you yesterday as well. Airfare hike looms over aviation fuel price. Marketers predict 700 naira per litre, Oluchi. 700 naira per litre.
Wait, is this for petrol or is this for diesel?
Now we're talking about airfare hike, aviation fuel. By the way. Aviation fuel.
Right.
And so far we talked about this as well yesterday. Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed.